When we think of dangerous water animals, our first thought is that they live in the oceans or seas. However, there are many river animals out there in the world that are just as dangerous as the ones in the oceans. From a giant snake to a tiny fish parasite, we are going to tell you all about the 10 deadliest river animals in the world. Let's get started. Number 10. Diving bell spider. One thing we haven't heard of is a spider that can live underwater. Well, such spiders exist, and these diving bell spiders can be found in northern and central Europe and parts of northern Asia. Just like other spiders, this one needs to breathe air to live, but the spider can create its bubbles so it's able to breathe underwater. They are so good at living underwater that they only need to come to the surface for air once a day. Usually, these spiders don't present any kind of threat towards humans, but if they feel like they're in danger, they could end up biting you. Their bite is known to be extremely painful and can cause fever and localized inflammation that disappears in a few days. Number 9. Snakehead. The snakehead is native to Africa and Asia, and they are known for their long dorsal fins, large mouths, and shiny teeth that are quite similar to the fangs of a snake. They mainly prey on frogs and smaller fish, though they're known to attack anything that is moving when they're breeding. What is interesting about this fish is that it can breathe air and survive outside of water for up to 4 days. Now, even though most of these snakeheads will avoid human contact, however, they can become quite aggressive if someone gets too close to their eggs. One species, the giant snakehead, has been known to be aggressive towards humans who got too close to their nest, although the bite won't be as painful as the spider we previously mentioned. Number 8. Arapaima. This fish is a large species of bony-tongued fish, and it's referred to as bony tongue because a lot of fish in the Amazon River have a type of teeth on their tongue. The Arapaima is a huge fish compared to other freshwater fish, and it can grow up to 9 feet long and weigh about 440 pounds. They live in shallow waters in muddy seasonal lakes and slow-flowing rivers, and are native to the Amazon. Usually, this fish keeps its distance from humans, but it's known to attack them if it feels threatened. Arapaima are immune to electrocution and venom, and if you ever get approached by an aggressive Arapaima, it will try to habit you and knock you down, but it will quickly run away after the attack. Number 7. Nile crocodile. The Nile crocodiles are a very aggressive species of crocodile and are capable of taking down almost every animal with their range. These large reptiles are distributed across Africa and have the reputation of being among the deadliest animals on the planet. Nile crocodiles attack anything the same size or smaller than them, and they usually hunt in packs. So, if you happen to see one, you better run, because a few more are for sure hiding behind it. They are well known for their reputation for preying on humans, which result in many of both fatal and non-fatal attacks. Each year, hundreds of deadly attacks are attributed to the Nile crocodiles. These crocodiles take all their prey by ambush, and they need to grab it in a matter of seconds to succeed. Number 6. Electric eel. Being electrocuted by a fish has to be the weirdest and most painful thing to exist. Well, that is what the electric eel does. This fish is able to create its electricity to shock prey before attacking, which makes it sound like an imaginary animal. But it's completely real, and the most dangerous eel lives in the Amazon's fresh waters. Even though they don't prey on humans, they can attack humans if they feel like they're in danger, and they can produce 600-volt shocks. How much is that? Well, it's roughly 5 times more powerful than an American electrical outlet. That's enough to stun a human long enough to drown or potentially cause cardiac arrest. Even though human deaths from electric eels are rare, multiple shocks could be quite harmful to the human body. Number 5. Giant freshwater stingray. The award for the largest freshwater fish definitely goes to this stingray. They can grow up to 16.5 feet long and weigh up to 1,320 pounds. They live in Malaysia, Thailand, and Cambodia, and very little is known about these creatures. We don't even know how many there are left in the world. They're usually really hard to see because they often bury themselves in river sediments. They're not typically aggressive towards humans. However, the barb at the end of their tail does pose a threat. If a person gets accidentally pierced by the barb, not only does it contain a toxin, but the puncture alone could cause severe injury and even death. The stinger alone is as long as 15 inches and can end up striking you, causing pain as well. Number 4. Red piranha. The flesh-eating fish that everyone knows. Yes, piranhas are one of the deadliest river animals out there. If you ever see a piranha in fresh water, we highly suggest you run, because these fish will eat anything in front of them, no matter whether it's dead or alive. A group of piranhas can easily shred pieces of a cow carcass in seconds. They are quite fast, and they are important scavengers and predators in their natural rivers. They don't really present a threat to humans, but if the piranhas are stressed or feel under attack, they could potentially attack humans. Only a few attacks so far have ended in death, while most of them have escaped with small injuries. And yes, they are definitely able to eat a human. Number 3. Payara. Known also as the vampire fish, the Payara is an Amazon River predator. It is part of the dogfish tetra family, and it can grow up to 4 feet long. Just when you thought that it can't get worse than the piranha, the Payara comes in and makes piranha into a meal. They prey on smaller fish, and they mostly eat piranhas, which they impale with their long, sharp, vampire-like fangs. These scary-looking teeth can grow up to 6 inches long, and in larger Payaras, the fangs are long enough to go entirely through a human hand or foot. It might not be able to seriously harm or kill you, but it might cause you a few injuries if it manages to bite you. You should stay away from freshwater if you notice any Payara. Number 2. Candiru. When it comes to underwater animals, not all of the most dangerous ones have to be large. Take the Candiru, for example. Such a small fish, and yet it can cause the most damage of them all. The Candiru is also known as the toothpick fish and can mainly be found in the Amazon River. It's known to be a parasite to other fish as well as to humans. They feed on the insides of larger fish, and oftentimes they can find their way inside the human body. Once the fish enters your body, it causes an infection, which according to many is extremely hard to cure, even with surgery. If you want to avoid all of this, we suggest you wear tight clothing if you ever want to swim in the Amazon River, and try to avoid urinating in and around the river since the Candiru is attracted to urine. Number 1. Anaconda. We don't have to tell you a lot about how deadly the anaconda is. This extremely large snake feeds on fish, birds, reptiles, and small mammals, and can be found in rivers and wetlands of South America. It's the largest snake in the world, reaching lengths of 30 feet, has a diameter of 12 inches, and can weigh 550 pounds. The adult snake is able to consume bigger animals, such as deer and large birds, and due to their size, they're more than capable of consuming a human. Although they can be dangerous to humans, according to many reports, deliberate predation is very rare. The anaconda is non-venomous, but it is able to kill its prey by constricting it. On a related note, we wanted to know, which river animal do you consider to be the deadliest of them all? Let us know in the comment section below. If you'd like to see more amazing videos such as this one, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.